As you know, the passato prossimo is a compound tense. That means that it's formed by two verbs, two words. The first one is the auxiliary avere or essere. So as a first word, you can have ho, hai, ha, abbiamo, avete, hanno, or you can have sono, sei, è, siamo, siete, and sono. And the second word, the second verb, is called the past participle. The past participle is formed by the infinitive form of the verb that you want to make past. For example, io ho mangiato. Mangiato is the past participle of the verb that you want to make past in Italian, mangiare, the equivalent of to eat. So let's see how you form the past participle. You take the infinitive form of the verb that you want to make past. In this case, for example, you want to translate in Italian, I ate, I have eaten, or I did eat. You need the verb mangiare. Okay, so you know that as a second word of the passato prossimo, you would need the past participle of mangiare. So in the case of mangiare, we are in front of a verb in are. So you drop are and you add the right ending. That is ato. Okay, so you drop are and you add ato. So the result at the end will be mangiato. Okay, you do the same thing with verbs in ere. Let me take one verb in ere now. Let's take the verb vendere, to sell. Vendere. Okay, this is an infinitive form ending in ere. What do? You drop ere, you add uto, the result will be venduto. Now, let me give you an example with a verb ending in ire. Let me take the verb partire. You drop ire, you add the correct form for ire, that is ito, and the result will be partito. You do the same with all the verbs in are, in ere, and in ire that they are regular. Now, a lot of verbs in Italian are not regular, so they have a different past participle. Let me just give you an example. Let's take a verb, the verb that you know well, leggere. Now, the verb leggere is not a regular verb, so that means that doesn't form the past participle regularly. Because if it was a regular verb, the past participle would be leguto. So you drop the ere, you add uto. But as I said, it's not a regular verb, so leguto is wrong. And you have to remember that the past participle of leggere is not leguto, but is letto. In Italian, we have a lot of irregular verbs that have an irregular past participle. You have a list in your unit of the most important, so pay attention to that.